Household finances are severely tight, but with no clear challenger. Incumbent is the favorite to win upcoming election. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi is returning to the polls to extend his presidency for a third term. The outlook may be the same, but the conditions are different as Egyptians head to vote on December 10. The economy is in a stalemate, sustained by support from foreign partners concerned that Egypt could spark regional instability, not seen since 2011, including new migration flows to Europe and beyond Egypt's borders. Civil war rages in Sudan, while its neighbors face seemingly intractable conflicts. And in Libya, rival governments jockey for power on Cairo's doorstep. In 2022, Egypt's public debt was over 88% of the country's GDP. This was more than twice the regional average. Inflation has been consistently above 35% since June. Across the country, as household finances shrink, record numbers of Egyptians are reportedly looking for a second job while cutting household expenses, including less and cheaper food. However, many analysts think el-Sisi will win the upcoming elections. The president consolidated his grip on power during his 9 years in office. Critics such as veteran broadcaster and government critic Hisham Qasim are languishing in prison. The constitutional referendum held Egypt in 2019 resulted the extension of the president's term of office to 6 years. Ahead of the referendum results, Internet monitoring organization NetBlocks said it was tracking 34,000 websites that were shut down, including tech startups, self-help websites and celebrity homepages. Against this backdrop, el-Sisi's closest rival, the leftist Ahmed el-Tantawi, withdrew his candidacy in October, allegedly waging a campaign of intimidation, including the tapping of his phone. Egypt's National Electoral Authority declared that all accusations were unfounded. Meanwhile, Egyptian president appears to have the undying support of military, and it has no clear rival. Even if public can imagine a political alternative, the reality remains that opposition is in disarray, said David Butter of Chatham House. Much of idealism of the 2011 revolution was overshadowed by Muslim Brotherhood's campaign, leading to chaos and eventually el-Sisi. For many people in Egypt, Sisi's presidency is just a reality. Egypt faces major economic challenges. Even before Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, domestic production was struggling to meet demand in the Middle East's most populous country. The ensuing international grain shortage turned what was already a food crisis into an existential economic threat. Price increases on Egypt's subsidized essential goods are putting them out of reach for many. According to government's 2020 figures, the most current figures available, poverty rate had reached nearly 30%. The Egyptian pound has fallen to around 50 against US dollar on the black market, as opposed to official rate.